If you're raising a fund for your startup, you have to think at least two main things. The first thing is team, and the second one is idea. Because at the beginning, it's easier to change idea than to find a good co-workers. Before you're thinking about idea for your startup, you can think of problem that need to be solved or can be solved better. When you find this problem and you find a solution of this problem, this will be your idea. And when you get this idea, you need to check it in 3 steps. The first thing, if your solution is in demand, can you actually sell this solution to potential clients? If you do, the second thing you should think of is, can you produce this product, provide this service, or do this work? Because sometimes it's not so easy. For example, if it's a physical product, do you have enough resources to produce it? Manufacture, supply chain, producing costs, materials, etc. If it's a software, do you have enough competence in your startup to make this software? And the third step is to understand if this market is competitive. Because in perfect situation, the golden idea for startups is when market is not competitive, but at the same time it's wide and it's easier to sell what you are producing or providing. But in most of the cases, you have to find a compromise, because if you can easily sell your product, service, or work, and the market is huge, in most cases it means that you have a lot of competitors that are already have some market share and holding their strong positions. And the second typical scenario, there is no competitors or is just a few of them, but the market is pretty small or there is no market at all, which means it will be really tough to sell what you're doing. So if you can sell your product, service, or work, and you understand that the market is tough, you have a lot of competitors, it's a good thing from the beginning understand why your potential clients have to buy your product, service, or work from you and not from your competitors. For example, the easiest way to gain market share is to lower the price, lower than your competitors. But the problem is that your profit will not be high, or maybe you lose the first period. The second thing is to compete with quality. For example, your products, service, or work have more functions than your competitors, and you can use this product longer. But the problem is that when at startup, it's really hard to produce a high quality product. Probably your competitors have better quality and it will be really hard to reach their level at the beginning. You can also think of how can you compete with others by not only looking at the quality or pricing. For example, is your support much better than your competitors? For example, they are working 24 hours. Or maybe you have a longer guarantee or quicker delivery. Or you taking a niche market. For example, if you want to compete in taxi service market with Uber, you can say that your canceling policy is much more flexible, your pricing a little bit lower, your app is much more user friendly, as well as you taking a niche market, for example, only luxury taxi.